Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLInk Japan. This is episode 202.
202, Sid.
202. We are now in the 200s, of course. Ryan, in your last appearance on this show,
Yes.
last episode 201, you asked a question. And I've got some responses here to read.
Zoids.
Yeah, Fury S12 writes, "Open the box." I'm really interested in seeing the Masterpiece Zoid. And then Drac Liznard H writes, "Ryan, that Zoid masterpiece, give it to us. Give it. We deserve it. Give it." Well now. And then X-Clops. He writes, "Great show, guys. Keep it up. I wouldn't mind seeing the Liger assembled. That iron looks pretty awesome." So what are you going to do, Ryan? Have you made a decision?
I am going to pop it open.
Okay.
But we're going to do it in two parts. One is I'm just going to do an unboxing quickly, and then the following time, I will hopefully have it assembled. Now it's a pretty straightforward assembly, I believe.
Yeah, it
just
looks
a few
like
runners.
you're just putting kind of armor on top of a motor. So.
Yeah, just to warn people, we are going into our Golden Week.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's at the end of the month.
Isn't it the end of the month?
Well,
no.
It starts at the beginning of May, but technically there's one day off.
Okay.
Before then that people try to tack on.
Yes.
So.
And yeah, my wife might be giving birth at the same time, so I might be away for a little while.
Boom, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Ryan just made the announcement.
So yeah.
The nervous laughter. So
twins.
Boom, there it is, everybody. Send your condolences and or well wishes to Ryan.
So I shall age dramatically, even though my hair is already grey.
Okay.
Is there a different shade of grey?
You know what keeps me and everybody else young, Ryan?
What?
Plamo.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to open up that box?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
So here we've popped open the box. I've taken the manual out of the plastic here. Let's look at the manual. There's a lot in this box, so I'm just going to go through a few pieces. I think the most interesting part of this kit is actually the motorized action. So
that
it actually looks like you assemble the legs, and it actually does walk. And I think they demonstrated that to us at the hobby show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't get a hands-on because of the time, but it was. They did have it moving.
It's kind of cool. You can see all the little motors. I don't know if you can get in there, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, it's actually very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the manual. It actually looks very nice when it has all the stickers on. So you do actually have stickers that you do have to put on. Should we call this a motorized kit?
Sure. Is that what we're going to call it?
Yeah, let's call it that.
Let's call it the motorized. Then whenever we have another motorized, we can refer to this one.
We have a definition.
There you go.
Let's have a look at the runners briefly here. Sid pointed this out to me, but actually the detailing is pretty cool.
Yeah, the pre-paint there.
Yeah, there is pre-painting, which is great. So it means I don't have to do a top coat, I assume, Sid?
No, you won't have to. So, a lot of people will try to take their Zoids plastic model and try to paint certain areas of it so it looks more like a machine with moving parts. But they've done a good job of kind of giving you that already. But that's a pretty big piece.
Yeah, actually the pieces are rather sizable.
That's right. Wow.
So he's not small, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
So yeah, there are actually a number of runners, but I mean I think it's pretty straightforward what you need to do.
Frame and armor.
Yeah, I guess the hard part is like they talk about that motorization. It's just making sure your pieces fit correctly, or else he's probably not going to move the way you want him to. Yeah, potentially. Here's a few more pieces, clear parts.
Yeah,
cockpit, little gold guys.
Gold.
You do get a base.
Yeah. I think if you want it walking but not actually progressing forward, you just put it on the base and it can move on its own on the base.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. It's like running in
I believe that's what they had it as an example at the show as well.
But here is the heart and soul.
The magic
of your Zoids.
Rip open that cardboard, you're taking it home.
So there we go.
That's
so you
cool.
You do need batteries for this.
Yeah, it does say you need what, 2 AAAs?
Two AAAs, sorry.
I believe that's what they said.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's have a look. It is. Yeah, 2 AAA size batteries.
Terrible.
So,
Without kind of having that moving, it's tough to see exactly
what's
what
going
it does.
on. Yeah.
But do the batteries go in there, or do they go in?
I think you
They go in the
unscrew
base.
this. I think they go in here.
Okay.
So there's a screw here. But I mean, I need to look closer. It has a circuit board, Sid.
I know. I know.
It
That's
has
crazy.
a circuit board. So yeah. So actually, before I packed away the box, we actually decided that we want to put the batteries in and actually see what happens.
Can't wait.
So I'm going to turn it on and we'll have a little light show and movement show.
All right.
So yeah, you can see the heart.
The heart beats. Yeah.
It's like an LED.
Oh, there it is in the front.
I look at the mechanisms in the back.
Yeah. Whoa, that's crazy. It roars.
Nuts.
That's only 2 AAAs.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot more like, yeah, I don't
More
know what
parts
to
than I
say.
thought.
Yeah, but also it looks like more electrics,
Electronics, gadgets.
gadgets than we're used to.
Yeah, well, of course, we're used to building just, model kits that don't move at all. I mean, the biggest, how do you say, wiring thing we've done so far is the PG Unicorn.
That was pretty epic.
So you're going to actually having a motor to install this thing.
I would actually, you know what I'd love to get into? You know that the more high-end Lego?
Yeah, they move.
What do they
stuff.
call it? The
Technics?
Technics. I see that stuff at the local Lego store,
Yeah.
but I think we sell some as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like as a kid, I would drool over that stuff,
Yeah.
because it was so bloody expensive.
I agree.
But yeah, just give me a little while, guys, and I will have
problem.
this assembled, and we can have a look at it in motion.
That'd be awesome.
Now,
That'd
I
be
guess,
Yeah.
Todd?
Yeah, we got Gundam to talk about.
Okay.
So, that means Todd. We can call him in here.
Sweet.
Okay.
Todd!
Okay, Todd.
Okay.
Here we are again.
Back again.
Yeah, what do we got to show today, this week?
We got some Thunderbolt stuff.
We got some Thunderbolt indeed. And what did you go through?
I went through the full armor, I believe it was called.
That's
I'm
right. Full
forgetting the
Gundam
name.
Thunderbolt anime version. I don't know what
Anime
it's called.
version, right? We got some new colors.
That's right. I went through the Zaku 2 plus Big Gun Thunderbolt
Okay.
version, but the big gun's so big, I still got it in the box.
All right, I was going to say it's missing something there.
Yes, it is missing something pretty big. Now, I need to. We need to move these off the table here because episode 201, we did 201, but we kind of did it earlier than we thought we were going to do.
Right.
So we actually didn't show the new kits that came in last week. So we got new kits to show that came in last week.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the Gouf.
Gouf.
The Revive.
Revive Gouf.
This is one of the Revives, right? So you can see here, it's got the standard Gouf colors.
Okay.
Yeah, some more. I love the Gouf shield, the shape of that
Yeah,
thing.
it's got some.
That is cool.
It looks like there might be 2 shields in that box.
Is it? Let me see. I got a shield here, and I got a shield right there. All right, 2 shields for
2
you.
shields. Okay.
Okay, but you're also getting some effect parts in there. With
Oh,
the
there
beam
we go.
blades
Got
and
some
whatever.
blades.
Of course, the feet.
2 blades.
2 blades, 2 shields.
It's looking a bit familiar.
That's right. It's going to be familiar. Well, we'll find out. I'm going to ask you to build this, okay?
Okay.
Let me put it over here. Now, here's the Waff.
Waff?
The Waff. The
Waff? Waff are you talking about?
I don't know. Do you wanna show that one?
Sure.
Open that up. Yeah, just
Are we doing it?
yeah,
here?
we'll just do it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so let's take a look. So what we got here? Well, this is like a new kit, I think, kind of. So we're getting some new parts in here.
Bam!
What?
In your face. All right. Yeah, I got the Waff. The Waff. I built him, and I must say it's pretty cool. Only a couple weeks ago, it feels like I showed the Dom prototype, and I loved it. I thought that kit was great. Well, now I get to build the Waff, and it shares a lot of similarities with it, which should not be surprising. One of which, of course, is all these cool stickers in here. You get more than enough stickers. Here's the actual sticker sheet, all used up. I pretty much used all those stickers for all the lines in here. Not quite as many as the Dom when it comes to the legs, but you're still putting 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers around on the feet, 2 on each leg, And then you get up here and this is one. This is supposed to be one sticker in here, but you can see that the molded plastic has these edges here. So I actually cut it to put that sticker in there. Otherwise it would not bend around this very well. I was surprised because Bandai usually does a really good job when it comes to their stickers, and here they kind of just left you to your own devices. And I've built enough models that I can make that work. But I was actually at a Toys R Us last week, and as I was walking out, I saw a young boy walking. As I was walking in, I saw a young boy walking out, and in his bag, I could see he had the Waff.
Oh.
And he was only about 8, 9, 10 years old. And I thought, when I started building it, I thought, wow, if that little guy tries to do this sticker, he might have a little bit of trouble. So
Right.
hopefully his dad is a Gundam pro and can help him out.
Just no stickers at all, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You're getting a lot of the same articulation you do in the, I guess the original was the Char Zaku from Origin. And then
Oh, the very first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the very first of the Origins was the
Char
Zaku.
Zaku. So when you actually get these runners, they're listed as Zaku Origin. And then of course you'll have your own parts. So I've actually got 1, 2, 3 runners of parts that are not used on the Waff. But for the most part, the frame anyway, you're using that same pieces and you're getting that same amount of articulation. So he bends in and out here when he wants to flex his muscle a little bit. And again, you're getting kind of a movement forward and backward on this
Right,
piece
you
as
got
well.
that hip waist movement.
Yeah.
What was it? The legs, kind of pelvic movement.
Yeah, it's you get an actual frame for the knee, so it will bend quite a bit. It's really good. I think he moves pretty well, almost as good as the Dom.
Right.
The shoulders here, I'll mention here. You're actually using 3 parts almost, and I don't want to take it out, but normally you have 2 parts you sandwich around the polycap to make the joint. You have that, and then you have another piece that goes on top. And then you have another piece that goes on top of that. So while this moves maybe somewhat independently of those 2, only a little bit, it kind of gives you these layers, this layered look in there. I can't get them to kind of move separately on their own, but they will if you try it enough.
Yeah.
I guess I can raise this arm up and still get this kind of motion. These will give a little bit, so it's good that way. Now the shield is very cool. I like that square look.
Yeah, that's a really unique design look for a Shield and Gundam series.
Yeah, and I love his bazooka, which easily mounts on that rounded shoulder. But I'm going to show you something here because I'm going to take that off. And I can mount it on the back here if I choose to.
Oh, okay.
Putting this in here, I can mount the bazooka on the back. But I'm not going to do that. What I want to do is I want to talk about this arm because does it look familiar to everybody? We may have seen this concept before.
Oh, looks a bit familiar.
If I pull this off, it actually is really tight, tighter than previously when I assembled it.
Tight's
And
always good.
Yeah, and in here, these are stickers you have to put 1, 2, 3. So you'll be stickering that up a little bit. I have a couple kits I can bring into this shot now.
Oh, it looks
Remember
familiar.
this guy? He's a good kid too. Hey, Dom.
Seems like we
Goof.
got some goofs
Hey,
going
Goof.
on this episode.
That's right. So
Getting a bit goofy up in here.
getting a goofy. That's what we do on Gunpla TV. Now this one, you can see how easily they just pop off. It's much different than the Waff. The Waff design seems to grip it a little more strongly.
Oh,
But I can put this on here, and then I'll just plug this on. Look, and I do the same thing I do every time. I just try to push this the wrong way. So I gotta push against it. Push against it. Like this.
there you go.
Like this. So now I'm part goof. Waff. Woof. I don't know how you want to say. There he is. Ha ha ha. And I guess I can do the same here if I want to take this guy off because he has these 2 arms. So
Oh,
I'll put this off here. See how tight that is? That's nice. And I might as well get my other friend in here.
oh,
Mobile worker.
mobile worker. Okay,
Pop this
you guys
off.
remember this one?
I love this kit. And we'll drop this on here. And
Why, this
just-
one looks a bit bigger though.
Yeah, we'll see if it works. We're always
Oh.
about experimenting here on Gunpla TV, right? There you go. It actually said in the manual it should work. So
There you go.
I have my goof / mobile worker / Waff. Yeah, so there you go. It's the Waff.
Waff.
The Waff. The Origin Waff. Waff.
What a surprise that was.
Yes, I got you. I got you.
So, does that mean I get to keep this one?
Yeah, you can just put the lid on the box. I guess we don't have to show everybody the Gox contents now, do we?
No.
But don't worry, Todd. I know you were looking forward to like rummaging through plastic boxes. So I'm actually going to ask you to go through the Grimgerde because we have two 1/100 kits today. So we have the Grimgerde and we have the Efreet.
Efreet.
So this is what we're going to do for next week. I want you to build the Grimgerde. I will build the Efreet. But for now, because we just got these in, why don't you open up the Grimgerde first and just show everybody what's inside the box. And
All right. Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a look, shall we? What have we got in here?
Okay.
All right, so of course we got the multicolor runner on top, although this isn't the A runner, it looks like. This is a C runner.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some, if I can get this out of here. Oh, it's caught on the peg.
It's caught on a sword. Is that a sword?
It's caught on the pegs for the sword. There we go. All right, so we got our golden swords here, and we got some clear part for the visor, some white parts for the feet and the pipes on the side. We got the leg armors and some feet parts there. All right, so what else do we got?
I don't expect it to be too different from, say, the grazes and stuff we've already built in the 1/100 scale.
Right. I'm expecting it to be pretty similar, actually. All right, so moving on to E here, we got some twin runners. These are both the same. Shoulder parts, more of the arm parts, leg parts, whatever uses red.
And has two of.
Whatever uses red has two of.
Is that this frame? Just show us the frame. We don't have to open up every runner.
Okay.
A lot of the, I guess the polycap runner is going to be the same. And
yeah, the polycap runner that was in this one. So it's the standard 100 scale polycap thing. In this bag we have the weapons. All right, so the frame is, I guess the frame is just for, wait, what does that say?
Rip it out of there.
Yeah, it's a Valkyrie frame, okay. There you go. All right, so the 100 scale kit, it does have its own unique frame. It is the Valkyrie frame.
Is that what they call it, just like the HG?
Right, just like the HG. So we are going to get other kits based on this frame at some point in the series. Of course, we didn't see any other Valkyrie framed mobile suits in the first series, but of course now we know there's a second series coming, or a second season coming. So
I guess
this Valkyrie frame, you're going to see these parts again next fall.
Bandai is keeping their options open.
Keep the options open. There you go. So eventually we'll see that. And here we go. We got some more of the armor parts, the skirts, the shields, and more of kind of the frame parts for, and the hands. So it's pretty standard fare for the 100 scale iron-blooded orphan kits, to be honest. Nothing out of the ordinary. But of course you get that full inner frame, so it's going to be quite detailed as far as these kits go.
Okay.
All right. So that's it for the Grimgerde. Okay, so that's the Grimgerde.
All right, looks good.
All right, go ahead. Why don't you show me the Efreet?
Okay, I got the Efreet.
All right, that's the real meat of this week.
That's right, look at that. This is the first RE100, it seems like we've seen in a while. What was the last one, the GPO4?
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
That's right. So he has that cool orange shoulders. These really stand out. And you can see that these are just one piece. Right? You're not doing half and half. This is one piece.
Oh, that's
There's
good.
some detail in there as well. So you're not going to have seam lines, maybe a little bit of flash, but no seam lines. So you're going to get two of these. These are the F runners. I'm getting, for stickers, just that.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
I like that kind of sticker.
The easy ones, right?
Right.
I'm getting the two E runners, which appear to be the black parts. So you can see, of course, I've got the feet, stuff for the missile launchers. I think are on the side of the legs, kneecaps. I'm guessing right there, right? And maybe some shoulders as well. Those are identical. On to the next one. I got some frames, so I have also got two yellow parts. That's it. 2 yellow parts. And now we have Efreet Kai, is what it says here, and this looks like the weapon handle, which makes me think I'm going to have another one of these because I do have some effect parts in here. So I do have, like I said, here's the effect parts. Here's the A runner. It's already coming off here where they attach it. It's already coming off. So just look at the size of these. Huge pieces.
Yeah, those are pretty meaty.
Yeah, I guess it's it's good that they're doing these kind of kits as 1/100, so you're getting these size of pieces, and you're going to have, I guess, something standing maybe this tall when you're done with it. It's going to be quite sizable. And here is the PC runner for the RE kits. It doesn't look like it has changed. I have what looks to be like, they have 4 edges, so you have to line them up perfectly. I don't know why that makes them a little bit, joints a little stiffer, but it does seem to work. And I've opened up this bag, so I'll say here's the marker sheet. There's a lot of markers, and I don't think I've yet completed fully marking a RE100 kit. But who knows, maybe this time's the time. Now, here is a very flexible runner. Check that out. Reminds me of the...
Oh, you just broke the part off.
Oh, I just broke it off. Reminds me of the Grimgerde when they gave you that pipe kind of thing. This is plastic. It's not that kind of plastic as the Grimgerde. This is more like what you see in HG Zakus and stuff like that. It's almost the same size, it feels like. But you're getting that very flexible runner. Here's another frame runner with skirt parts. Here's the hands. Look at the size of that thing. Big hands. He's a big boy. Here's more armor. Sizable armor for the legs. Looks like the rear skirt. The side skirts are going to be here. Front skirt as well. I'll probably have to cut in there to make sure they swing independently.
Yeah, just like a HG kit.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I'm getting 2 C runners. And these are pretty big too, because look how wide that piece is, how long that piece is. More pieces for the legs, so arms as well. This, you know, it feels like a lot of plastic because the pieces are big, but because of how the RE100s go together, chances are it's not going to take me that long. I hope to have it completed by tonight. But I will show you this. Motorized Gundam Side Story Blue Destiny. This is like, we get a comic.
Oh, okay.
This seems to be, how many pages have we got in this thing? 33 pages?
33 pages
33 pages of comic. So you're going to get your own little comic in there, and you can look at the pictures. And
all right, you can practice your Japanese.
Practice your Japanese. What do we got here? Ne oku no test pilot no nakade. Okay. So, wow. Of all the test pilots, there's this chick. That's what it says. So, anyway. Here's the manual, and you can see on the back there he is all done up with all his weapons. He's going to be pretty crazy, I think, when I get done with him. But it's been a while since I built something that I felt was really big, so I'm excited for it.
Okay.
There you go. There's the Efreet. This is my assignment for the week.
Okay. Looks like
build it tonight, by the way.
Looks nice.
I'm single tonight.
There you go.
So I'll be building that. I'm going to keep these all over here, of course. Now, Todd, it's your turn.
That's
It's your time to
right.
shine. I don't want to steal your spotlight all the time. So why don't you tell everybody about your full armor?
Okay, let's take a look at the full armor Gundam, shall we? Alright guys, so here we have the full armored Gundam. Of course, this is the anime Thunderbolt version, so the colors are different than that earlier manga release version that they had. When was that? Was it 2014?
2013 maybe?
Was it 2014? 2014?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago, and actually when I was building this kit, because of course lately I've been building new kits, so I could tell just building this kit, I was like, man, this kit feels 2 years old, and I was like, wow, it's just a weird feeling that you can tell how far they've progressed in just a few short years by just building a kit that's even just a couple of years old. Of course, when we had the Build Fighters kits, that really gave you a chance to go back and see how bad some of those kits were a long time ago.
We're in the golden age of Gunpla right now, it feels sometimes, when we get the new big kits.
Right. We get the new kits, and they're so detailed, and they go together so well. And then you go back and you build an older kit, and it's like, But even though, to be honest, this isn't really like an old kit. It's still, it's a really good kit, to be honest. I mean, just looking at this kit, it's so full. It's full of armor, and it's full of details.
I agree with the detail part. When I built this 2 years ago, Todd, can I interrupt a bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
The part that I thought was coolest was how they actually shaped the frame parts. Which it looks like it doesn't look like metal. It looks more like, a covering of metal.
Right, kind of like what you would actually see on a space station. So they got their inspiration from actual real space instead of like futuristic stuff. So they've got the covered, like the space bag covered joints there and whatnot.
Yeah, it's going to be moving, but you still have to protect it, Right,
it's going to be moving, still being protected. And I've seen some modders go crazy with like those those heat shrink tubings.
Oh, okay.
So I've seen people use those covers to cover up the joints because of course they do a really good job of replicating that type of effect, but you still kind of get the seam lines in there. But with this type of thing, to move it, the soft heat tubing type thing kind of covers that up and still allows you to move the parts a bit. So it's not a bad idea if anybody out there wants to go crazy with it, but just do it at your own caution, I guess I should warn you. But yeah, so we got lots of cool details on there. Now I'm going to warn you guys, I'm not going to go into articulation as far as this kit goes, because to be honest, if you were building this kit, I don't know. I'm not going to go out there and do some crazy poses with it.
When you have this much armament, you don't need to kick somebody.
Right. You don't need to worry about it. If the opponent is dead by the time they get into melee range with you, then something else is wrong. I don't know. But yeah, so articulation is whatever it is. I'm guessing it's pretty standard fare. It's a pretty bulky kit, so I probably don't expect too much as far as that goes.
Well, with the extra bulky, say, shoulders and the back of the knees and stuff, you'll actually be limited in the articulation compared to just the standard RX inmates. But it's all about the extra stuff on this guy.
It is all about the extra stuff. And actually, now that you mentioned that backpack, oh, hello, there's the legs. All right, so yeah, this kit does come with a stand, but I was just curious, now that you mentioned that backpack, I built the kit, but I forget. Okay. So in case anybody was wondering, he can stand on his own without falling over, even with this big backpack. But they do give you this stand. Yeah, in newer kits, the stand is a bit different than this one. So this is like an older free stand, but it works. It looks nice. It's kind of a slimline stand. All right, so let's take a look at what else do we have here. So yeah, this kit is just full of armor. It's full of weapons. Of course, we got the shields. Now on these shields, this orange part, this is just a sticker. So you're going to have 4 of these orange stickers for these shields. And we do have some nice big guns kind of on both sides there. He's able to hold the guns and the shields. And he's a mobile suit, so he's got lots of like thrusters and jets so he can zoom around in space. Now, kind of looking here at this leg though, this kit, I'm guessing pretty much all of the Thunderbolt kits are going to be like this, but you've got a lot of tiny little stickers that you're going to have to put on here. So you got 4 on this side, you got another 4 on this side, and then the other leg. So
They like their stickers.
They like their stickers, and if you guys are going to build this and just use the stickers, I hope you like doing stickers. It's a fun sticker build for the sticker fans out there. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so he's got some good color separation though, as far as that goes. They have some stickers in here which were kind of, I don't really know why they bothered, because it's much easier just to go with a little panel line marker and just fill that in with black. But if you want, there you go. Alright, so for now I just have it with the 2 shields on. They do give you the 4 shields, but I will kind of show you this later. I just want to kind of move on up before I put it on, because once I put the shields on you can't see anything else. It's just a big wall of shields. Alright, so, yeah, moving on. You've got a standard RX 170. I did break out my marker, and it just looks so empty if he doesn't have the black holes covered in there and a little bit of panel lining on the face. But for the rest of the kit, I just left off the panel lining. But the face, especially with these RX 178s, you kind of need it on the face part. Alright, so what else we got? We have the backpack is pretty detailed. We got some square thruster packs and a missile pod and another gun. Of course, they move, they can pose.
Yep.
And on the side of the backpack, let me just take off one if I can get my finger in there to bust it off. There we go. Alright, so the handles for the beam swords, they store on the side of the backpack. And of course, this kit comes with 2 beam swords.
Okay.
So, and these are pretty good sized beam swords. They're longer than I remember normal HG kits being. But yeah, but for me, I don't really pose with the beam, don't really pose with the beam swords ever. So if there's ever a place to put the handles, then that's usually where I end up storing
Yeah,
these
that's
things.
pretty cool.
So yeah, they kind of just clip right in. Looks nice. All right, so let me go ahead and clip on these extra shields so you can see it with the full I'm going to defend myself look. Now I have these little, well, it looks like a magazine kind of.
Mm-hmm.
These little things in here, but these things just pull right off.
Okay.
And there's a poly cap inside of the backpack here.
Mm-hmm.
So now the shields, it has this arm piece. This is just like a one solid piece, I believe, or this one also comes off.
Yep.
And then you just clip right onto the shield, and it has the same type of thing here. So you just plug it into the poly cap. There you go. If you can get it in there.
Yeah, I seem to remember you have to struggle if you're not lining it out properly to get them in there.
And when you got the shield in the way too, it can be a bit of a pain.
I can't see where you're going.
You can't see. Yeah, this is a really thin slot, and they've got one of those really narrow poly caps in there. So sometimes if this poly cap, once you pull off this other part and it starts to angle down, then you kind of have to wiggle it up. But this is probably something that you're not going to be doing too often, I'm guessing.
No.
It's something you set it and you probably forget it. Oh, come on, there you go. All right, watch I break my V-fin as I get in there. All right, so we got one on there. I probably should wait to put this on later.
Okay. Let's
go for the other one on. I think I have my shields backwards actually now.
Doesn't matter. The arm swings around, right?
It swings around, but the one side of this arm is hollow, and the other side is solid. So you are supposed to have it set like a certain way, but I'm not going to bother changing it back now.
Once you get the shields in there, you can't really see behind anyway.
Yeah, that's true, but if you're really, really worried about the details, then you can change it. Okay. All right, so there we go. 4 shields of fury.
That's right. You don't have to be very mobile if you just hide behind a bunch of steel, I guess.
Right. You don't have to worry about it. We saw him flying in the anime. He just kind of flies around with these things on. Okay. So, all right. I guess that's it then for the full Armor Gundam. All right. So there you go. That's the full armored.
He is pretty loaded up, that guy.
He is loaded up. He's got lots of extra protection.
He's got full of, it says full armor, but it seems to be a lot of weapons. Not necessarily
He's full armor and full weaponed.
That's right. Full warmer.
Full armor. Well, armaments. He's full of armaments.
There you go. Okay. Well, I have my own Thunderbolt to show.
Okay.
So I've got my Zaku 2, and you can see it's pretty loaded down, even compared to the regular Zaku 2s with that backpack. But this is kind of only the half of it, because I've got the other half right here. Let me get it.
It's like a double kit.
It is. Okay, so here's my Zaku 2 as part of the Zaku 2 and Big Gun. And before I bring out the Big Gun, we'll talk about similarities that I need to mention between this and what Todd just showed. And first and foremost, that would be the amount of stickers that you were using on these Thunderbolt kits. So as you can see in here, up here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stickers there. And 6 stickers on the inside. And 6 stickers on the inside of the other side. And 6 more stickers. Add to that 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. 1, 2 here. And yeah, that's a lot. You got 1 back here. And then I have 5 on each side of the leg for a total of 20 of those. So,
yay.
And then the elbows and the knees. Yeah. You be stickering. There's a lot of stickers. It does look kind of, how you say, extravagant, overblown, like the FA Thunderbolt Gundam does. But, if you kind of just look at, the green part, it's pretty standard Zaku, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I do like it. I think it looks great, especially, this kind of detail in there that we talked about. Now, the other part of this kit, and I need to mention that it's like we talked about 2 kits in one, because here is the manual for my Zaku 2 at the marking sticker guide in the back, because you are getting quite a few of the stickers. But here is the manual for the Big Gun with its own marking guide. So you're getting 2 manuals. So basically it is 2 kits in this box. Let's move that over here and let's bring in the Big Gun itself.
Oh my goodness.
Now, you kind of build it in sections. When I had to transport it, I transported like that just because it's so big. So you can see in here we have like nuts and bolts. We showed those last time. You're actually meant to cover those up. You're given this runner here, and you cut off these small pieces, and you can kind of lay them in there and cover up your nuts and bolts. But I don't want to do that because I like looking at my nuts and bolts. It's a giant machine I just built, isn't it? So I mean, I should want to see those things. So maybe I'll get around to putting these on, but I'm not sure about that. You can adjust it, of course. It will go like, it will become quite tall, and these will adjust as well, so you can kind of sit flat. I love these stickers here. I love those.
Caution stickers.
Yeah, those are great. Or you can lower it down. So if I lower it down and I have to adjust these, I can get this guy quite low. Actually, lower than he needs to be. So I'll have to find a happy.
How low can you go?
Happy medium. I don't know, Todd. I can go pretty low. I have no scruples. All right. So, kind of get a good sight there. Now, this being circular with this peg in here, this thing will just turn around. So, I spin around. These things on the top, I'm going to assume are for ammunition or whatever, energy canisters, whatever. You're stickering those as well. This one on the bottom, you have to put the stickers all the way around. But I didn't want to do it because I feel they'll just come off, and I want to do it without. But you're still stickering all over this kit. So I have all 1, 2, 3, 4 in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right there, one more there. You are stickering up this kit considerably, and then a couple of FF parts in there. But you know, it's not going to do much because it's meant to sit around in one spot, and you can kind of turn it. So here's a turret. There he goes. There he goes.
There you go.
But somebody's got to control this thing, and that's where the Zaku comes in. So you're given, this is a closed fist hand, but I can't really use it. I need a hand that can grip something, so I'll swap those off here. And I will attach this on. Wait, that's the wrong hand. I chose the wrong hand. This guy will never be able to pass the gun test because he's got 2 left hands. So here we go. No, my antenna, the smallest part of the entire big gun. Okay. So you're going to take this handle here. It swivels up and down. And you take that, Mr. Left Hand, and then you can grab this part below here from underneath with the right hand. Man, how do I reach in here and do this thing? Okay, there he is.
Oh.
He is ready. He is ready to launch his big gun. So now, he can, of course, he can only kind of operate in this space here.
Right.
He can't step over here, but that's still got some room to move in there. I will mention that he still comes with considerable extras. I guess you could say, well, I got, the heat hog axe if I want to use it. I've got extra hands here, so I can hold on to his weapons because he does have weapons. If I can figure out where I put these runners, I do have an entire extra runner here, which has got the bazooka, ammo canister for the bazooka. He's got the Zaku rifle here. So if you're not sporting the big gun, you can carry around your smaller weapons. The bazooka is pretty small. I don't know. It seems small in comparison. So there you go. That's the Thunderbolt big gun. We didn't show it when it originally came out in the manga version, but here is the anime version. And check that out.
Yeah.
All right, you may have all your armor on. You may be fully armored.
4 shields.
But can you stand up to the big gun?
This is a fast mobile suit.
It doesn't look fast. But then again, the high mobility Zaku doesn't necessarily look fast either, but it's loaded down with way too much stuff. So
lots of well, there's lots of thrusters on this
no gravity, you can probably move pretty quickly.
Yeah.
No resistance. There you go. That wraps up for the big gun. It's pretty
pretty
cool.
big.
It's pretty cool. Basically, like you said, it's 2 kits in one.
Yeah.
So I went and built this first, and I went back after and did the Zaku. So, I mean, the Zaku's cool. I like it.
Yeah, but
I've built Zakus before, and I hadn't built a big gun before. So there you go. I can just pop this off and mount it onto my PG unicorn or something.
there you go. It'd be like a pistol.
On his hand, big rifle. Now I'm curious. All right, so I think that's gonna wrap up our segment here. We looked at the first 2 Thunderbolt anime HGs, and we looked at the Waff.
Waff is this.
Yes, Waff. You've made that joke before. And next week we got some bigger things to show.
Right.
We're going out of the
100
1/144 scale back to 1/100.
Right.
All right, so let's go back to Ryan.
Okay, back to Ryan.
There you go. Todd stepped up once again. We got some
Thanks,
stuff done. Yep, we'll be busy next week as well. But there you go. It's nice to have a second set of hands around here.
Yeah, and he's, like I keep saying, he just really enjoys it.
Yeah.
And he has a good sense of humor, actually.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Very subtle.
We're breaking him in slowly. Okay, so
Don't you kick his ass in episode 200?
did. Because probably we weren't giving away anything big last episode.
Okay.
The comments are sparse, I would say,
Okay.
compared to regular. So we got a couple there. You can
Okay,
read,
cool.
And then we'll get back to giving stuff away.
J Campos. Hey, congrats on 201, guys. Let's hit 300. I really enjoyed the 200th episode special. So.
Yeah. 300. 2 years from now? I don't even want to start thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't start talking to
I
me
can't
until
do the
280.
maths. I'm not good at maths.
280.
Yeah.
Then I'll start thinking about it.
250.
There's no 250 special. I'm saying that right now.
Man pig. Sorry, that's a user's name.
Okay.
I wonder when we're getting our thank you surprise from the contest.
I am still working on it. As you know, we had almost 1,000 entries, so that means I have 1,000 people to individually message
Yeah,
with their
no,
little
it's
thank you.
crazy.
I think I'm up to about 700 now, so probably by today or tomorrow it will all be done.
Okay,
And
cool.
everybody will have them. And once again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Syd, for
No
taking
problem.
care of that.
Everybody's pretty happy, it seems. People are like, oh yeah, sweet. I'm even sending them to people who won the prizes, the bundle prizes, and they're like, really, as well? Everybody's a winner, times
Everyone's
two.
a winner.
That's right.
And Syd.
Yeah.
I watched Tintin, but Syd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's individually emailing those to you, so
I
you
know.
know it's not just it's time. So thank you,
Dear whoever. No, I don't
Yeah.
type. I do a lot of copy pasting, but still, it is.
dear man pig.
That's right. Here is finally your surprise.
That's
Okay.
an awesome name.
That's it for comments
Okay.
for this episode, but we do have something to give away, and I thought
Okay.
we'd start by giving away something cool again. So I actually pulled out the Finiche.
The Finiche.
The Finiche Master Grade Kit. It's all
Oh
in
yeah,
here.
this guy,
Remember
the
this guy?
Italian colours.
The Italian Stallion. That's a username, by the way, of one of our people on HobbyLInk TV. I just remember that because I think he won one of the groups, one of the bundles. This guy, if you don't remember, Ryan, we took this to the Anime Expo last year. It had just arrived in the building
Yeah,
the
you were
day
kinda
before we were
building it.
leaving.
Yeah.
So I threw it in my luggage and we took it down there, and we actually were kind of showing the box to people who came by the booth and stuff like that. So I thought, you know what? It's been a year. Why not? Time to give it away. I just included its little.
We were so busy
Spec
at
parts.
the show that
I didn't have time to actually build
we
it.
didn't have time to build it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, so somebody's gonna get it. Of course, it comes with some parts that were not used in the assembly of that version of it. So I'm actually gonna include these as well. So the winner gets some extras as well. So there you go. That's the prize for 202.
It's a very
So
awesome prize.
it is cool. Why don't you tell everybody how they can enter?
Yes.
They should know, but we will tell them.
Yes, just as a reminder,
Mm-hmm.
go to episode 201 on HobbyLInk
202?
Sorry,
202.
202. I've forgotten already. 202. And yeah, leave a comment on the blog post,
Mhm.
and you stand a reasonably good chance of being chosen by a random number generator
That's right.
to win this Finiche.
Finiche.
How do you pronounce the second word?
Reneshata. Reneshata. You know, there's some. Anytime I try to pronounce a name,
Yeah, I think if we do have any
People give me
Italian
crap,
viewers,
and
just
I-
pronounce it for us.
I try to pronounce it in the katakana way, which is wrong again, and you know.
Did you ever watch Inglourious Bastards
I did.
when they tried to do the Italian?
That was a good movie.
Burno.
Between Brad Pitt.
Anyway,
All right. Yeah. So there's the prize for 202. So next week we will have the Freedom 2.0 arriving,
ooh,
and because it's coming the day before the Golden Week holiday starts, as we mentioned.
yeah,
You know, I'll be able to build it and show it the following week if we're here to film, but I'm gonna at least try to do a proper unboxing video
Okay.
and get it up as soon as possible,
Okay,
and then
that'd be
people can
great.
kind of see what's inside, and we'll be comparing it with the other MG Freedom from 12 years ago or whatever as well. So
2.0.
that's the plan for next week.
Okay, that
Alright.
sounds like a good plan.
So be prepared. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, just
Closing?
my usual spiel.
Yeah.
You know, this show is brought to you by HobbyLInk Japan, HLJ.com. Thank you very much for supporting us, and please use our store and buy from us. And if you want to chat to us, You can always approach us on YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram. Yeah, we have Instagram now.
Yeah. He's pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I'm always happy to add a new
Social media
thing.
Yeah, Friendster. You gonna go on Friendster?
No.
Does that
What's
even exist
the
anymore?
one that died in 2000? Like when it was bought out by a newspaper company.
I don't.
Before Facebook. Anyway, that just shows you how much these social
There's a
media-
life before Facebook. I don't remember.
Yeah, before Facebook, there were other things.
BF and
I think
AF.
Friendster was one of them, but I
Yeah.
can't remember. And did I say Twitter? I don't know.
I'm-
But yeah, that's all I need to say. Sid.
All right, so there you go. I've already said about the MG Freedom. I think the Efreet will have done too as well, the RE100.
Okay.
And then we'll start talking about the Shizuoka Hop Show. Because that's only a few weeks
Oh.
away.
Actually, yeah, we have the show reports up.
Yeah.
Show sneak peek.
Yeah,
Sorry for the
sneak peeks.
for the hobby show, and Hasegawa had some interesting stuff. Some good Macross stuff. Trying to think of anything else.
Well, it's all the sneak peeks.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of
those will
stuff
be
there.
expanding as we get more information.
Yeah.
Like we're still waiting for Bandai, of course, because they said the details are coming. So I think there's going to be something interesting in there. So once we have more details, they'll be included in the sneak peek and the show reports when we're there and everything else. So
Yeah, but check them out.
Yeah.
There is. I mean, the great thing about the Shizuoka Hobby Show, at least Japan is still producing new kits.
yeah,
And there were some very nice car kits. That Aoshima, was it a Lamborghini?
yeah. They're doing the Huracan, I believe.
Yeah.
A couple of those. And
It's very cool stuff. So
okay.
check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the next few weeks will probably be a little sporadic when it comes to videos, but we'll try to get them out as regular as possible. So bear with us until mid-May.
We'll be at the Shiz.
And we'll be at the Shiz. I hear it's the Shiz.
Todd will be joining us.
Yeah.
I might be there. Like I said earlier, there's reasons I might not be there,
Yeah.
but if I am there, great. I'm always excited to go to the shows.
If not, I think Todd is prepared to carry the torch.
Yeah, Todd
For
will
you.
carry
You
the
can pass
camera.
the baton. No drop. Baton touch, they call in Japan when they ask somebody to do something. Baton touch.
I'll be passing
Baton
him the
pass. I
camera.
don't know. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
Cool.
All right, cool. There you go. All right. See you guys later.
See ya. Bye.